season lasted 18 minutes and that was it for this year, unfortunately. But I think both personally and from the club's point of view, this has been one of the most frustrating seasons I've ever known at the club.
Spurs were looking to reverse last year's 2-1 defeat at Ewood Park, but their cause was hardly helped when a clash with Graham Fenton saw Gary Mabbott suffer a broken leg. There looked no malice in the challenge, although it was a shade late. It was certainly no birthday present for the Spurs captain. He's 35 on Friday. Boss Jerry Francis refused to speculate how long he'd be out. But Spurs bounced back. Fox combined with Howells, and with his cross coming over, Chris Armstrong found the blind side of Colin Hendry. He timed his run to perfection. Howells' ball came in. Hendry, to be fair, looked to be caught on the wrong side of his man. Armstrong hit 22 last season, was delighted with this one. Teddy Sheringham, Rule Fox and Howells again combined well midway through the second half. Fox might have been offside from this touch. Certainly Gallagher thought so, but the finish was clinical from, once again, Chris Armstrong. Blackburn's defence exposed at the centre. Flowers, though, conceding number 2. And for Shearerless Blackburn, it was all over. Mabbott's injury apart, though it was a good day for Spurs. Blackburn 0, Tottenham Hotspur 2.
Everyone's, delighted with that result. Let's go to a place like Blackburn. It's always going to be a hard game, and to get 3 points we couldn't have asked for much more than that.
And from your point of view, as far as the goal scoring is concerned, you're off the mark with a flyer, aren't you?
Yeah, it's a great start for me for the season. Best start I've had to any season, and for us to win and we get 2 goals, it's just brilliant.
Great chance here for Spurs with 32 minutes on the clock. And the referee's still not happy that the wall is back the full 10 yards. Now he seems to be. Sheringham. Well, he tried to tee himself up. And there's a right argy-bargy going on there. The Derby players seem furious about something. Sheringham is in the heat of the argument. Steematch, who speaks good English, is having plenty to say. And I think at the end of that, Dean Sturridge is going to be booked. Now, was there encroachment? I think he had a foot up, Dean Sturridge, and he goes into the book. Now then, will they try anything different this time? Maybe something a little less elaborate. Sheringham is there again. Here is Sheringham, and yes, he's done it this time! Teddy Sheringham for Spurs! 33 minutes gone, and Teddy Sheringham scores his first goal of the season, and Spurs lead Derby 1-0. Great free kick. Well, he was given 2 chances. The first time it didn't work. The second time, well, this really was just exquisite. It's a very, very good ball indeed to pick up Rule Fox, who attacks Chris Powell down that right-hand side. And Sheringham's header. Well, he had the chance of a second there, Teddy Sheringham, and will be disappointed not to have made that one count. Sheringham. Edinburgh's made a run for him down the left-hand side, but it's Fox who's used. Cutting in on the right foot, letting it go, and that's a pretty good effort by Rule Fox. Got hold of that one. We are now in the time being added on. Can't remember too much of that. Steematch gets it on, and there's the equaliser for Derby County, right at the death. Derby County get their equaliser, and it's Christian Daly who's done it. The man they signed from Dundee United, and that is an absolute sickener for Spurs.
This time to the near post, and Barrett makes the clearance. Howells again, Sinton, quality cross required. Oh, good effort off the line. It was Andy Hinchcliffe who got his head in the way. It was a fine, crisp shot from Rule Fox and Andy Hinchcliffe. But when it came across, there was no marking for Fox. It was a crisp shot, and that was a certain goal saved by Andy Hinchcliffe. Armstrong. Armstrong, Sinton coming in. That's a corner. But at what price? Chris Armstrong. Chris Armstrong over on the far side. The far side touchline's in trouble. He might well have twisted his ankle. Tony Lenihan racing down. Armstrong may well have turned his ankle there. Armstrong off the field at the moment. Sheringham coming in. Now Chris Armstrong getting up as Ronnie Rosenthal warms up. Well, Chris Armstrong goes off and Ronnie Rosenthal comes on. Here's Campbell. Now away comes Kanchelskis. Ferguson making a run. Duncan Ferguson is onside. Duncan Ferguson, good save. Walker denies Ferguson, and that was the chance to give Everton 3 points.
Well, we've come out of 2 difficult games, you know, unbeaten, but certainly, you know, before you go into them, you'd have expected, you hope you get a few more points, but certainly 5 out of 5 points out of the 3 games, I'm quite happy with. This was a very tough game today. I think the biggest frustration for me is talking a day before the season started about how we've got through all the pre-season games with no injuries and we're raring to go, and that, you know, given an injury-free run, I think we're a match for anybody. And then within a week, 3 games, we lost 3 key players: Gary Mabbott, Darren Anderton, now Chris Armstrong. So that is a major frustration for me at the moment.
Like it's a home game for Tottenham here at Selhurst Park this evening, with the massive support for Tottenham, but injuries have again played such a key part. These games, always such physical battles between these 2 sides. Again, the set piece got to be watched out for. One of the targets, and Spurs try and clear it away, but the pressure still on as Wimbledon come forward. Oh, they've scored their first goal of the season. A disaster for Tottenham. It's Robbie Earle with a goal. Again, Tottenham looking to try and carve an opening up. Nielsen! And again! Oh, some crazy defending from Wimbledon. Nielsen coming in, looking to make a dream start. Anderton was there as well. Nielsen heads it back, thinking he was heading it back to Darren Anderton, and in the end it was a grateful Neil Sullivan. And Anderton! That wasn't far away. And again Anderton was shielding him. In fairness, Hill did quite well. Opportunity here, good save from Sullivan. Really good save. It was Chrisley struck, and Sullivan carried that one round for a corner. Corner to our left. Spurs fans again giving massive support, just wide, and it was Stuart Nethercott. Good firm header, and quite how he managed to make contact with that one. It's certainly worth a look at the replay. Look at all the Wimbledon defenders. Nethercott got that. There were 4 of them near him.
So your debut, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it very much. Unfortunately, we couldn't win the game.
You only played the 45 minutes. Why was that? Was that just tiredness?
No, it wasn't. I had an injury in the first half. I had a dead leg, I think you call it, over here into my muscle.
Does that make you doubtful for Saturday's game?
No, I didn't think so. We talked about it in the half time. It didn't get worse. It was not good to play on.
Rory, your first taste of Premiership action, pretty frenetic, wasn't it?
Yeah, second half. You know, it's nice to come on. Didn't think I was, to be honest, and then Alan Nielsen got an injury at half time, and he was going to come in the second half, but physio had a look at him and said he wasn't right, and then Jerry told me to get stripped. A bit nervous, but once I got into it, I enjoyed it.
You got a couple of early touches. I mean, presumably that settled you down quite well.
Yeah, it did, and it was nice because the fans, gave me a bit of a good reception. So yeah, it was quite nice.
No flag, Armstrong. And Peacock slipped. Armstrong nearly had an opportunity. This is Darren Anderton. Good effort. Oh, that's a fabulous strike from Darren Anderton. Well, Darren Anderton picked this up fully 30 yards out, and he really struck it well. Difficult one for Pavel Cernacek to judge. And Sinton read that really well. Armstrong coming in. Armstrong, a great chance, goal! Rory Allen arriving. What a story. Well, Tottenham deserve this lead, and the match now is really set up. There he comes in, and it was Rory Allen who gets the goal. Armstrong. This is Ginola. Plenty to aim for. Ferdinand! Shearer! Great save, Ferdinand in! The goal stands, it's 1-1, and Les Ferdinand gets his second goal of the season. His second goal of the week as well. Well, here was the cross from Ginola. Took a deflection, Walker saved it. You thought Shearer was certain to score, great save. And then it was just squeezed in off Sol Campbell, but the goal will go to Les Ferdinand. Lee. Shearer. Lee puts in the cross. Oh, easy finish. Don't give Les Ferdinand that sort of room. It was a defensive blunder. Ferdinand scores his second with awesome power. Sinton. That's a decent cross. Nielsen! Fine save. Pavel Cernacek denying Tottenham an equaliser. Great strike. Beardsley. And Peter Beardsley is onside. A great chance for Beardsley, and a great save for Walker onto the crossbar. Well, there's Beardsley's effort. Oh, and it was such a good one as well. But saved by Walker with the help of the bar. There goes the final whistle. Good pressure, but still goalless here. Armstrong. He's stuck in that corner. That's a fair cross. Now, was that handball? A penalty's given. And so Tottenham have a chance to take the lead. Well, Dave Besson will be the man to try and stop the penalty as Armstrong put the ball in again. It was clearly handball. So Chris Armstrong against Dave Besant, and yes, Tottenham lead, but only just. Besson dived correctly, but Armstrong hit it with so much power to put Spurs 1-0 in the lead.
It's the first time ever that I've known where so many key players have been injured throughout most of the season. I think I was the first one to go, you just mentioned, after 18 minutes at Blackburn. In the following game, I think Teddy Sheringham and Darren Anderton and Chris Armstrong, so in the next 2 or 3 games, got injured. And it's gone on like that throughout the whole season, and it's been very, very difficult. I don't think Jerry's ever had the opportunity of picking his full side, apart from the first game of the season.
Following a takeover, the team's improved and a new stand's been built for the future, imaging a famous face.
We pointed out to me that we're having this feature of me in the stand, which is, I don't think it's been done anywhere else, actually.
What do you think of the resemblance?
Well, I think it's extremely good, really, and going back to my playing days, not my present days.
It was an England forward of the present who impressed Tom Finney. Darren Anderton, reported to be ready for a hernia operation, surprised Preston by turning out for Tottenham and then stunned them with his second-minute goal. Anderton was at the heart of every Spurs attack. His chip led to a goal which was disallowed, presumably for an offside against number 4 David Howells. Indeed, the report from the Watching England spy on Anderton must have been a complete contrast to those in some papers last Sunday, which labelled him a crock ready for surgery. The 16,000 Deepdale crowd appreciated his undoubted talent, but also the grit of the second division side, epitomised by Michael Holt. The 19-year-old starting his first game was the toast of Lancashire, deservedly grabbing a dramatic last-minute equaliser.
Right, can I just say it's a real pleasure to be here, and I'm absolutely delighted to come and perform the opening ceremony with Alan and Jerry. This is a fantastic facility that they're going to have here. So 24 acres, 5 football pitches, absolutely amazing. I suppose I should, Jerry, to wish you all the best of luck in the game tomorrow. When I said I was going to do that earlier, my press secretary pointed out to me that there were more marginal seats in Leicester than there are actually in Tottenham. Nonetheless, best of luck with it, and I think it's going to be a fantastic facility, and it shows how much it's really important sport in this country. And I think Tottenham put an awful lot back into the local community, as well as giving tremendous pleasure to people who come and watch them. It's a great team, and it's a great club, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be here, Alan, and whoever it. Thank you very much.
This is a first-class facility with 5 first-class pitches and a great new changing room and medical facility. So we're pleased that we've got it open.
Obviously, facilities like these cost a lot of money, but will there still be money for new players in the future?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is compared to the transfer fee of a player. I mean, this is really peanuts, quite frankly. But it's very, very important. There has always been funds available for players. In fact, you know, I'll go as far as to say that there's more money available for players than Tottenham Hotspur's ever had in its life. Having said that, the price of players has gone up also. So, and there's a limitation of what you can get. But Jerry has been looking for players. He's had a lot of frustrations. A lot of disappointments, a lot of knockbacks where we thought we had things arranged and they're not arranged. You know, I have to admire him in the sense that he's not panicking, which you could do in the crisis of the injuries that we have at the moment, and just taking on any old, you know, Tom, Dick, and Harry for the sake of it. Just you know, and he's holding his nerve. And Jerry, as everybody will know, has always been a very cautious purchaser of players. He wants to see the player play. He doesn't just want to look at an old videotape or take a recommendation from some agent who's going to line his pocket with a fee, and that's the way it should be done. And we hope to be adding to the squad in the near future, and we sincerely hope that all the injuries will be over shortly. But there's no question of the commitment of adding to the squad with several players as soon as possible.
Jerry Francis has confirmed that Mr. Blair is not a player he has in mind, even if he does bring his boots.
read that flick. It's a good play under midfield pressure from Taylor, and this is Heskey, a chance to show his pace. Lennon herring into the centre. Claridge is there! And Leicester, who fitted very snugly into this match at White Hart Lane, have scored the first goal, but Steve Claridge, at what price? Heskey, who ran past Nethercott for the goal, and Heskey has earned Leicester City a penalty.
The threat's there. 3 times now he's got 1 against 1 with Stuart Nethercott. I'm standing up here and I'm saying, go on, run him, you've got to run him. If you remember what you did first half, just push the ball past him. He gets his toe there. That's as clear a penalty kick as you're going to see.
Now Leicester failed with a penalty at Scarborough in midweek. Gary Parker, who's not playing today, was the culprit then. So the captain has come forward. Steve Walsh needing 1 goal for 50 in league football. And it's a weak penalty. Walker has saved it, and Leicester may well live to regret that.
That was a poor penalty.
Anderton. Well, the linesman has raised the flag and put the arm across the chest, and Tottenham have a penalty. Sol Campbell, Brian Lowe made the indication, saw that there was some grabbing going on, you could see from that gesture. Watch Sol Campbell here.
Well, he makes a decision from an awfully long way away.
Well, Tottenham, of course, had a penalty at Southampton last weekend. Chris Armstrong took that one. Pryor looks perplexed. It's Clive Wilson, who's certainly taken them before. And that showed. 1-1 at White Hart Lane. A lifeline in contentious circumstances.
That's a big decision for a linesman to make, I have to say. The penalty's a classic. You don't save that even if you go the right way. Such is the quality there. 2 penalties taken. 1 perfectly, 1 not so good.
Wilson shows how it should be done. Here's Sinton. Got the better of 2. Campbell, and behind him was Allen. Leicester trying to play their way out of trouble. That might be risky. It's dipping from Rule Fox.
Yeah, it's a good effort from Fox. Spots the opportunity early. As the ball just drops him, he looks, he knows what he wants to do. He gets it up, he gets it down. It's a comfortable save at the end. It's a really good effort.
Corner from Anderton. Nielsen. Oh, it's a great shot. And Keller, I suppose, will appreciate the way it arrived at the right height.
Yeah, and straight at him. I think that's important. If this is in either of the corners, it beats the goalkeeper.
Another sprint for Heskey. Takes on Nethercott, as he's quite entitled to do. He's given him some really traumatic moments in the match. And it's another corner for Leicester City. Well, Leicester, who felt shortchanged by their rewards from their away performances, feeling perhaps the same again, but they got a goal that could win the match. Ian Marshall.
Here's Anderton on towards Fox. Oh, Anderton's got it again. Now Fox and Howells. Oh, good work from Bobby Mims. Fox fed him 20 yards out, and Bobby Mims acrobatic enough. Sheringham taking it very quickly to Fox. Anderton with the split shot, and yes! Darren Anderton, who scored in the first tie between the sides, has done it again to put Tottenham ahead. And that was a typical piece of quick thinking by Teddy Sheringham, who took the free kick very, very quickly to Fox. And Anderton, that was a good goal because he really had no kind of backlift at all. He had to take it quickly, and his accuracy was excellent. Fox and Darren Anderton finds the corner. It looks like Darren Anderton will be going off for Spurs and playing no further part, and it looks like the Dane Alan Nielsen will be introduced, and that is a worry for Spurs with a game in Manchester United coming up, and I wonder whether that might be the trigger for Anderton to need, well, that operation he's been talking about. We don't know, to be fair, what the injury is to him. I'm purely speculating there. Now here comes Rule Fox's corner. Big pace on it, bouncing around dangerously, and it's in. Tottenham Hotspur have scored, and I think it was Rory Allen who got the final touch. It looked like Rory Allen's header at the end of that melee in the goal mouth to give Spurs a 2-0 lead and a vital cushion. Well, it was like ping-pong in there for a moment. Quarter of an hour to go here. Carr. Off Barrett for the corner kick. Well, it was after some mayhem in the penalty area that Spurs got their second goal through Rory Allen, a scrambled affair. And Tottenham won't worry about that. Fox, and the header is in, and it was off Allen again. Howells with the header, and it bounced off Allen and into the corner of the net, and Spurs are 3-0 ahead. Tottenham Hotspur surely now will be going through to the third round of the Coca-Cola Cup.
One goal came from a corner. David Howells headed it down, and it looked as if you were almost trying to get out of the way.
I don't know, I was sort of bouncing towards me, and I just, you know, I don't know, I just sort of used my hip, and it come off me and went in the back of the net, so I'll claim that. Howells, he said it wasn't going to go in anyway, so it's good enough for me.
And then the other one, there was yourself and Teddy Sheringham, but you definitely got the last touch?
Teddy's trying to say that he did, but I thought that I did, but you know, you have to see the TV and see who did, but I think it was me.
Well, here's your chance. Are you claiming it or not?
I'd like to, yeah.
Come on, goal scorers always claim them.
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah. I'll say it was mine.
Just the first sign of maybe the first real sweeping counter-attack that is so much the trademark of Manchester United. He didn't get very far, and in goes David Howells, handles, goal disallowed. He says he took it on his upper body. Gary Willard.
Oh, he's never booking him.
Well, he's only booking him for dissent then, presumably.
No, I bet he's booking him for handball. If he's booking him for handball, this is balmy, I have to say. Because he does dip for it, Mark. There. Now he's saying it was up at the shoulder. You don't quite see, he does dip. Well, we'll see here whether it's arm. I'll tell you, it's close to call. But look at the referee's position. He's right behind him. Now he can't see clearly whether that's arm or not. But he does give that decision, I think, purely because of Hill's body movement. But if he's booked him for handball, went that? Well, I don't know.
Solskjaer gets it down, puts it in. Well, he scored in every game he's played in here at Old Trafford. Becker. That's Walker's. We talk about Alex Ferguson wanting to close it down, Andy. We were talking before the game. He's got no defenders on the bench. And not too many options should either Pallister or May pick up an injury. But we're enjoying it with its
open field to it. Cantona and Butt. And Solskjaer in for another one.
Well, that's the reason why they don't close it down. They're so confident in their own ability of creating the chances. And they do just that again.
I've put a lot of work in the last couple of weeks, and hopefully, you know, that work will pay dividends.
Can you give us a list of some of the venues you've been to?
Yeah, I've been to France, I've been to Monaco, I've been to Sweden, Norway, Portugal. I can go on really, about 7 or 8 countries in the last 2 weeks, which has been very interesting, and as I say, hopefully it'll bear dividends, which is very important. But it's certainly not an easy thing just to persuade teams to sell their best players.
Armstrong's header. Oh, and it's just over from Sheringham. Fox. And again, Fox. And over on the far post, coming in was David Howells, and just kept in by Bosnich. The first major action of the second half, and it's come Tottenham's way. Wilson. Armstrong. This is Fox. And in comes Nielsen. He scored. Tottenham take the lead, and Nielsen gets the goal. The deadlock broken. And here's the replay. Fox played it in. There was a slight suspicion of handball, but nevertheless it was a great finish.
The sun starting to cause concern. Teddy Sheringham putting Tottenham ahead with a spectacular goal after 21 minutes. Spurs increased their lead with a second a couple of minutes later as they took advantage of Boro's failure to clear the ball. A patient build-up. David Howells picking out Rolf Fox for a rare-headed goal, his first of the season. Stephen Carr's run that started inside his own half. It took him right to the other end, shrugging off Curtis Fleming's attention before picking out Sheringham, who once again outwitted the home defence.
Now there's a chance. Bridges. Must be a goal for Sunderland, it is. And Sunderland, who've weathered the early storm, are in front in this cup tie. Armstrong. Howells. Armstrong makes the run. Howells goes alone, and it's just over the bar. Perez either is a very good judge of the angles, or is a very lucky Frenchman. Little flick on, and Rory Allen comes in, and Armstrong. It's 1-1. It counts. The goal stands. And Spurs have equalised. There was no flag. Chris Armstrong gets the equaliser. And here we see the goal again. Well, the ball got flicked on. No question of an offside, it was the knee. And it was Armstrong. Well, there are 1 or 2 leaving early, but not many. It's a cup tie where the result could easily be decided in these final 2 minutes, so often they are. So Carr with a free kick. And they're queuing up inside. A great save from Perez. And that would have counted. There was no flag. That would have definitely counted.
Here we see the replay, Carr putting it in. And what a chance, Campbell. Well, all credit to Perez, he just pushed it away. It's still a chance, and this time it is in. And Sunderland paid the penalty for some slack defending in the final minutes.
The crowd responded very well, but also the opposition, also Tottenham crowd was very, very good, and we want to thank everyone who was there.
I think both teams, certainly both sets of supporters, deserve a lot of credit for the minute silence. There was a lot of emotion around the ground, a lot of tributes. We came here to try and be professional and to concern ourselves with a football match, but it was difficult, and you know, I haven't been involved in a game like that or a tribute like that really after such a tragedy with reefs, and you know, you can sense the emotion and feel the emotion, and certainly whoever came here after a very short space of time since the tragedy, it would have been difficult, and it happened to be us.
Good approach play by Spurs. Edinburgh. Both sides are lacking the final decisive pass. Di Matteo, put it. Di Matteo again, Hughes and Vialli swap places in the centre there, Hughes! Oh, that would have been a wonderful goal, maybe it still is! And Ruud Gullit has scored for Chelsea! Hurled in. Goalkeeper comes and loses it! And that's a big mistake! Hitchcock to blame for that one, Armstrong taking the credit. But all down to Hitchcock coming, screaming for the ball, putting off the defenders, including his manager in front of him. Could have been Hullit's header, he quite clearly left it. Armstrong played it in, and I suppose that has to go down as an own goal. And once more, Ruud Gullit's team's fear of set pieces concedes a goal. Hughes. Gullit. Now Dewberry. Vialli falls to the floor under a challenge from Campbell. Dewberry wins it back. Good run by Petrescu, who goes down right under the nose of the referee, who takes a second to think about it and then points to the penalty spot. LeBerth in the side, so David Lee runs up to goal and blasts it in, and a fitting goal of the Matthew Harding stand end gives Chelsea the lead. Vialli. Chelsea going for the third goal. Vialli's cross, there it is! The Italian double act of Vialli and Di Matteo.
Coming forward, space now for Sheringham. Might try one from here, does! He's so dangerous. Inside or outside the box. Teddy Sheringham, you can't leave him alone for a minute. Well, they gave him space there, and that is a very dangerous thing to do. One look up, first time shot, not far away. And Spurs can break again, this time with Nielsen. Armstrong. Oh, he's done his defender there. Chris Armstrong, good chance, and he's in for Chris Armstrong. Tottenham take the lead. It's taken 67 minutes, but the man who can't stop scoring has given Spurs the lead. It was Bilic who was in trouble. The Croatian international, for once, let his side down. Miklosko couldn't rescue, and Chris Armstrong, his 6th goal of the season, has made it Tottenham 1, West Ham 0. It was a little dummy, I think, from Armstrong. Bilic was sold, he couldn't recover his ground, and as so often, through the keeper's legs.
obviously the result is the main thing. It was a very difficult tie, but to be involved in both goals is a bonus, I suppose.
Now, you mentioned the fact that it was a good team effort. Stood alongside you at the moment is Sol Campbell. What about his performance?
Yeah, he did all right, didn't he?
You got to say more than that, surely.
Yeah, no, he was outstanding. I think he's been outstanding for Tottenham all season, and he just carried on where he's left off. For me, it was the ideal game for Sol to come in and play, and he did extremely well.
Now, there was also a lot of speculation, Sol, as to who was going to play at the back. I think it surprised a few people that you started. Did it surprise you?
Yeah, you know, when Glenn Hoddle, the boss, announced the team on a Friday, you know, I was sitting at the back just relaxing, and then he said my name, and I thought, yeah, I'm playing, and you know, that's what it's all about, though, isn't it?
That might have caught you by surprise, but the game certainly didn't. You performed extremely well.
Yeah, you know, I've been playing well all season, and you know, I just carried on, as Teddy said, just carried on where I left off, really. Obviously, in the beginning, I was a bit nervous, but as the game went on, you know, I grew in confidence, and you know, just got into my own game, really, and just glad that the game went well for me.
It long up towards Armstrong, goes over his head, and it will be easy for Sunderland to pick up again and start moving forward. Andy Melville, oh, he's given it away, and now's a chance on here, maybe for Armstrong. He's through here. Chris Armstrong, shot. Oh, it's gone in now. It's gone wide. The goalkeeper made a mistake. He really hit it straight at him, Armstrong, and the goalkeeper looked to have it covered quite easily. It bounced off him, and it looked for a moment as though it had gone in, and in fact it had gone wide. And Lionel Perez very, very fortunate that his side is still level here. Tottenham throw. Steve Carr will take Sheringham back to Carr, far side of the field, Tottenham right. Sheringham again very deep, picks it up a second time and then plays it square out to Clive Wilson near side of the field. Now with Sinton. Wilson thinks about making a run. Sinton's got past his man here. Now Andy Sinton moves in field, still has it. Onto his right foot, still going here. Andy Sinton, shot comes in. Oh, it's a tremendous goal! Andy Sinton with an absolute beauty of a solo goal. Everybody thought he was going to square it, not once but twice. But Andy Sinton has missed a month of the season with that knee injury he picked up against Aston Villa. He scored 2 goals in the reserves on Monday night, and he scored an absolute beauty in this one. 12 minutes gone here at White Hart Lane, and that's a good little goal as we've seen here this season. Sheringham turns away from his man well here, Teddy Sheringham. Still going, tries to get it through to Armstrong, he goes down inside the area, and there's a penalty. David Howes it was who was brought down, and the referee points to the spot. No real argument from the Sunderland players. And with 11 minutes left, this could be the decider really for Tottenham. There would be no way back for the visitors if Teddy Sheringham would have put this one in, but his record for the penalty spot for Spurs over the years hasn't been too impressive. Sheringham then against Perez, and Sheringham steps up. Oh, he's put it wide. Well, would you believe it? This for Teddy Sheringham then from the spot. Tottenham still lead by 1 goal to 0. They've made life difficult for themselves. Here's Anderton for Spurs. In the middle. Oh, that's it this time. And it's Teddy Sheringham, I think, who makes up for that earlier miss just moments ago. And Tottenham now have surely sealed the points.
Sheringham's way, and he wasn't taken by surprise, and he hasn't taken the chance.
Well, it spun towards him really viciously. He took control of it really well. It was awkward to control this as it's spinning away. And he gets hold of it well. First touch is a good one. So is the second. I mean, he drills it really well.
Merson. Bergkamp. Penalty. For the second challenge. There was a little tangle first up, and then Clive Wilson was ruled to be culpable, and Arsenal have got a penalty.
Yeah, I don't think that's the instant that was allowed to go on, and I think it's here.
That's it there.
The left leg goes up in between Bergkamp, trips him over. That's the one that David Ellery ruled was a infringement. That's why the penalty kick's been given.
And who's picked up the ball? Ian Wright. Well, he has an impressive scoring record in this fixture. Wright scores, and Arsenal are in front. Here's Bold again with attacking thoughts when he got the ball, but it's left a space, and Darren Anderton, good stop by Lukic. A very important moment in the match. Armstrong and Vieira again. And Vieira felt the force. And here is Chris Armstrong. And Lukic has stopped Spurs again. What will Tottenham do with the throw here?
Well, it's coming right into the box. You can better believe it. Mark, that's what's happening.
From Nielsen. Sinton! Andy Sinton shot has crept in. Tottenham, who'd wasted 2 earlier opportunities, have now equalised.
How much is going to be made of this, isn't it? So often you see the ball given back when someone plays it out, but not there. The ball's tossed in. Sinton hits it well. Lukic is so unlucky. The ball hits the post, it's coming back out. Hits John Lukic on the back or on the hand. There it is, and drops into the net.
Bergkamp. It is Adams! Didn't we just tell you? The Arsenal adventurous policy pays off. Right, and will they want to just keep it in the corner here and take it into time added on?
By me, it's a few noises right now.
Well, he has done, and he's crossed for Bergkamp. Brilliant play from the Dutchman. Wonderful goal! It's Arsenal's day now!
And it's in here, and it's tagged, and it's in from McGinley. And Bolton in front. Well, how Spurs could do with an equaliser. And it will have been gifted to them if they get it. Is that wall 10 yards away, I ask myself. Anyway, it's going to be Sheringham, and he gets it through, and it's a goal. Beautifully executed, Teddy Sheringham. That'll be third time lucky for Sellers. This time it's a better delivery. Oh, he's shocking his walker. McGinley's there again to take advantage. And Bolton back in front with this redoubtable Scot. Still McGinley. Excellent skill from the Scot. He's here again. There's the ball in, and goal number 3 surely. And this is certainly Bolton Wanderers' night at the moment, and Jerry Taggart gets his just desserts. And John McGinley has the chance of striking a hat-trick. If this goes in, I fancy Bolton going to the last 8. They're surely going through now. Hat-trick for John McGinley. McGinley surging through the middle. Sheridan instead pops it into Blake. The only amazing thing is Blake hasn't scored yet. He has now. 5 for Bolton. Walker beaten again. Lee just able to keep the ball in play. Swings it in here. Could be done. Might still be there all over the place. He's only been on the field for 60 seconds, and Scott Taylor wraps in another one. That's 6.
What happened, I don't really know, but certainly we feel we owe the club, we owe the fans, we owe the manager Jerry Francis, and we certainly owe ourselves as players a good performance on Monday.
Berger. This is Barnes. That's a good-looking ball to Thomas. Chance here. Just held him off. Now support from Bjornaby and Barnes. McManaman. Still can't lose Kari. Has now. Oh, it's gone in. Oh dear. What an embarrassment for Ian Walker. He
can smile, and I don't know how. Now then, they almost got something, and David James with a brilliant save to deny Tottenham this time.
Yes, a lot to admire about this. Good cross from Wilson. Great header, downward header from Sheringham. That's a wonderful save from James.
So waiting for Sol Campbell to come forward before Wilson takes the kick. And they did well to wait for him to get forward. However, the goal has been disallowed. Foul on the goalkeeper.
Sol perhaps a trifle unlucky there, but the news from Spurs Lodge is very positive, as Ian Walker confirms a new 5-year contract.
Yeah, it's great to sort it out at the end of a indifferent week.
Yeah, that's the ironic thing, because it probably has come at the end of your worst ever week at the club.
Yeah, that's right, and it's given me a nice boost and that, and now I can just get down to training hard, trying to improve, and trying to get in the England team, which is my next aim. So yeah, it's just great, and especially after the bit of stick we took from Bolton and you know, the funny goal against Liverpool. It's great to sign it eventually. Yeah.
Is it English football conducive to the Norwegian sort of person?
Yes, it's the only football you follow in Norway. You know, it's on television every Saturday, and it's just English football all the time in Norway. So
There's a lot of foreign players coming into English football now. Presumably, having grown up really with English football, it's not going to be too much of a surprise to you.
No, it's English football is attractive, so I understand those who come to England.
You say you've watched English football all your life. Who did you support as a boy?
Oh, I can't answer that question. I'm sorry.
So here at Coventry, a corner kick for Spurs. Some early pressure. Sinton to take it. Stefan Iversen. And the 20-year-old on his debut, so close to his opening goal for Spurs. Well, he was such a prolific scorer for the Norwegian under-21 side, and that was close. Good start by Tottenham here. Iversen, and now Nielsen. Sinton just forced a wee bit wide. Up goes Iversen with the header, it's over the line, and it's been disallowed for the push. Well, he's denied the debut goal, and he's not happy about that. Let's have a look again with this. Sinton's cross, and Iversen, does he really push Grizovic, or was it fair and square? Referee says no goal. Tottenham's corner taken by Fox. Flicked on by Sol Campbell. Back in again by Carr. Here's Sheringham. He was onside, and Tottenham are 1-up. 27 minutes on the clock, and Teddy Sheringham with his 6th goal of the season. Well, Spurs here at last get the reward for an awful lot of pressure. Sheringham was just onside. Still Tottenham asking the questions in the shape of Steve Carr. Grizovic hasn't really won this. Sheringham again, and off the line by Noel Whelan. Otherwise, Tottenham are 2-up. Well, it's been almost incessant pressure. Grizovic really makes a present of it to Sheringham, and it seemed it must be 2-0 until the striker, Noel Whelan, popped up. Here's yet another Spurs corner. Again it's Fox, again towards the near post to McAllister. Carr! Oh, great effort! And what a save by Grizovic, and then Nielsen is denied, and that was miraculous goalkeeping by Steve Grizovic. Steve Carr so unlucky not to get his first ever Tottenham goal, and Nielsen, well, how did Grizovic keep that out? Coventry just beginning to probe a wee bit more. They've rode their luck a little. Solako. Good deep cross, Dublin, and Noel Whelan with the equaliser on the hour, and Coventry are back in it. Carr settled down well into the Tottenham ranks since his call-up. Everson, Nielsen cleverly done. Andy Sinton with a great chance, and he's done it. Andy Sinton with the goal, quarter of an hour from time, and will that be enough to give Tottenham all 3 points? Well, Andy Sinton has waited so long for his first ever Tottenham goal, and now he's scored 3 in 5 games. What a clever little touch that is from Nielsen, who was aware of Sinton being around to his left. Good finish.
I've said all along that I want to enhance my career. I feel that, at 30, it's an age where I've now reached a point where I've learned, so much. Firstly at Wimbledon, and then moving on to Liverpool. I feel that, I'm a much better player for the last 2 years I've had, and obviously coming to Tottenham now, I'm desperate for success wherever I am, and hopefully with the squad of players here and the players that Jerry's bringing in and has plans to bring in, then hopefully can only be good things for Tottenham ahead of us.
Now, there was a lot of press speculation with regards to your signing and whether you should have gone to Leeds or come to Tottenham. Can you just clear that up? Did you promise that you were going to sign for Leeds?
No, not at all. I mean, I was locked in negotiations with Leeds all day Friday. I mean, it was a long day, and they went very well. I mean, I was very pleased with how things ended up at the end of the day, but did ask for time to consider everything over the weekend and to sort of look at my options and what was going on, and whether I actually wanted to, at that stage, wanted to leave Liverpool. It was still in my mind that maybe I did want to stay there. So no, it's very clear that what I did say was that I was very pleased and very it was a big compliment to me that Leeds had come in and offered me such a good package and did want me. So that was nice. But no, in no way did I actually promise that I'd be signing for them. No.
14-1-4. Grimsby Town. On the day that John signed, the draw for the third round of the FA Cup was made.
21.
21, Manchester United.
39.
Will play Tottenham Hotspur.
Sorry. Dear me.
Alan Nielsen denied by Nigel Martin. Rolf Fox strikes the post and sees the rebound cleared. Next, David Howells rattles the woodwork. Stefan Everson starts a great crossfield move that sees Alan Nielsen go close. And late in the game, Foxy was again unlucky, this time not to have got a penalty.
Throw in, bouncing around a wee bit dangerously. Sinton picking it up again. Wilson feeds it wide. Nielsen plays this one in, it's bouncing around dangerously. Oh! And wide of the post from Everson, who was so very, very close to a goal on his home debut for Tottenham. Sheringham. Now it's Howells. Fox is in here on the turn. Rolf Fox, great effort. And at the second attempt, Kevin Pressman. Well, that was slick stuff from Tottenham. Carboni. Good spell for Wednesday. Atherton playing this one in. Pembridge again on the turn. Couldn't make contact. Nolan here! He's done it this time. Ian Nolan puts Sheffield Wednesday into the lead with his first goal of the season. Sheringham. Flicked into the middle and Everson down and it's there! Alan Nielsen is the scorer. Everson nodded the ball down and Alan Nielsen, the Dane, scores his second Tottenham goal. The equaliser arrives right on cue for Spurs. Everson got up so well, and Alan Nielsen did the rest, just poking it over the line. He got the winner against Aston Villa, and that's a vital goal here against Sheffield Wednesday to put Tottenham back on terms. Howells, decent little chip. Sheringham, Nielsen, Sheringham again on the turn, tremendous save, and then a Fox, and how did Wednesday keep that out? Well, there was some amazing work there by Kevin Pressman, but Tottenham were so very, very close to a second goal. It's a rueful smile, that, from Sheringham, because 9 times out of 10 that effort would have been good enough. Great piece of work by Kevin Pressman.
Andy Sinton, double, half cleared. House, that's a fine ball over to the far side. Fox to Nielsen. This is Fox again. 3 in the centre, the chance here, and must be an opening goal here. Bundled in by the new man of Tottenham. Stefan Everson scores. He won't score an easier goal. 53 seconds on the watch, and Spurs lead by 1-0. Sheringham off the line. Robbie Slater off the line from Teddy Sheringham. And Robinson was back as well. Carr, Fox, this is Sheringham. Lovely little ball through, Andy Sinton's in, and Everson. He scored 2 for Tottenham, and they're 2 tap-in goals. Stefan Everson, with a simple finish, makes it Spurs 2, Southampton 0. Also simple for Tottenham, this one. Sinton with a little lob, and Besant, so simple for Everson. It's a great day for Stefan Everson. It's 2 for Tottenham, it's 2 for Everson. Nielsen, little ball inside, a chance for Southampton, and in, and guess who? It's Matthew Le Tissier. Southampton are back in the game with a goal from Matthew Le Tissier. Ball played forward now, Everson goes on the chase. It's the same 2. Everson tries a little chip. It was so nearly a spectacular hat-trick. So Carter take the free kick. Sheringham will be one of the targets. There's plenty of action inside the penalty area. Here it comes, and in. And Nielsen gets the goal. It's 3-1 to Tottenham Hotspur, and Nielsen with a fine header.
Draw Newcastle onto them perhaps. And Shearer going on, and he's done the trick. And Beardsley can change that though with one shimmy of the hips, and Beresford supporting well on the left. Super play. This is Rob Lee really going for it, and he's got the reward. Well, it's got through to Albert. He's in for number 5 here. He's got number 5, and he might get one here. He does. Batty, Lee, Everson. Are Tottenham going to be allowed the merest trifle of a consolation here? Rosenthal, Sheringham. Well, it has gone in from Nielsen.
Well played by Gary Neville, then Keane. Beckham. Lovely looking ball in. Oh, and a tremendous save. That was the best from Manchester United so far. First time that Ian Walker had been tested. Beautiful flowing move. And is there more? Again Walker is called up. Looked like Giggs again had got the back header. Yes, it was. Giggs' back header on the near post. And Walker had to be sharp. Here is the Republic of Ireland international Irwin down the line for Cole. Well, I think the point has to be made at this stage that Manchester United don't look so effective at the moment with Cole as they usually do with Solskjaer. But that could change in an instant if Cole gets a chance. Scholes, he's done it. Paul Scholes, fed by Andy Cole, and Manchester United have the lead. The goal arriving on 51 minutes. And Paul Scholes with the vital strike. Dennis Irwin has come off and Brian McClare has come on for Manchester United. We can only presume that Irwin has taken a knock. Fenn. Back across goal. Oh, and a great chance for Rory Allen to get an immediate equaliser for Spurs. Will they get a better chance than that? Best chance of the game. Fenn across goal, and he really should have done a lot better there, Rory Allen. Ryan Giggs. Going past Calderwood, going down, and Calderwood's already been booked. As it is, Manchester United have a free kick. Beckham. Oh, brilliant! He's brilliant! David Beckham. 8 minutes to go. 2-0 Manchester United. Game, set, match.
It was a very tough tie, and I think we gave an excellent performance on the day, and I thought in the end perhaps unfortunate not to get a draw.
Now, most people in England saw a little bit of you during Euro 96. What can they expect from you as a Spurs player?
Yeah, hopefully I can to take this team a little bit my experience also from Italy, and hopefully I can make also success with this team. It's a big team, and that is my new team, and hopefully the next time I make something.
Now, you didn't stay in Italy for very long. Can you explain to the fans why that was?
Yeah, sure. Also, yeah, I was also happy in Italy. It's not because I was bad there, but I have the chance to go to the big club, and that is Tottenham Hotspur. And I'm here ready, and I'm really happy. And hopefully I give something from it and the Spurs.
Pallister. Tottenham hoping that they've got the pace to get in, and Everson trying to justify that pre-match belief. Little inquest going on between Messrs May, Johnson and Pallister.
Well, it's a mistake, isn't it, by Johnson? He allows the ball to bounce. Everson's onto it much quicker than he is. Wastes no time, hits it on the volley. He knew that Pallister was coming back. He was very unlucky.
Caused by Everson, who tries the shot early again against the bar. Too high for Allen following up. Sinton is there. Still Andy Sinton at the bar again. No luck for Tottenham Hotspur. Carr with the cross. And David May just got there. Well, they're saved here, well, metaphorically by the skin of the teeth. By the bar once and then twice. Extraordinary. And anything Sheringham, Armstrong, Anderton, Alan Nielsen. Tottenham collecting from Solskjaer. Vega goes across but doesn't get there. Solskjaer does, and Manchester United have the lead. Well, that is tough to take for Tottenham, having rattled Schmeichel's crossbar twice in a matter of seconds. They're now a goal behind. Howells. They've got a corner. All three centre-backs are up. Vega and Campbell towards the edge of the area. Alderwood in by the goalkeeper. Sinton to take the corner. It's Vega. It's in! Touched in by Rory Allen. They are level.
Well, you can't say they don't deserve it. They certainly do so. Good header down from Vega. Allen just in front of the keeper. Nobody picks him up. He's on the spot just to nod it into the back of the net. Great fillip for Spurs right on half-time.
They're looking to switch the play. Giggs is well positioned to keep Carr in his sights, but no one's got to Sinton. And Schmeichel had to claw it out of the air.
Well, that's where Sinton likes to pick balls up, just in that little area there where he finds space. It's a cracking drive, that. Schmeichel's got it well covered, but an excellent shot.
Beckham. Giggs has gone to the left. Beckham! Well, when you think he's done the impossible often enough this season, he does it again.
Tottenham with the backing of the tremendously loyal away support here, White Hart Lane. So throw near the corner flag. Not properly cleared. This is Campbell. Here's Sinton! And Spurs lead. What a dream start. Crossley's beaten, and Andy Sinton has opened the scoring here at the City Ground. And it all came from the long throw. Dreadful defending by Forrest. I think Campbell did touch it. Sinton through a cluster of players past Crossley. 1-0 Tottenham. Des Little. They've been patient from the build-up. Stuart Pearce might drive one. It's a fine save from Walker. The player-manager caught it really cleanly. Walker going the right direction, made an acrobatic save from 35 yards. It was a Pearce rocket. It was a great save from Walker. Quite how the 10 men of Tottenham are going to cope in the second half, we'll just have to wait and see. Right! Well, it's 1-1, and it's the worst possible start that Spurs could possibly have imagined. Again, Sol Campbell in the thick of the action. He does love to come forward. Deep cross, and Forrester caught out. Oh, Crossley did well there to block it. Everson goes in. Forrest, who of course had a big win against Arsenal where they came from behind and took advantage of a 10-man situation. Can Forrest do the same? Here's Brian Roy. 2-1. Fox goes on the chase with Hendry. Hendry's favourite, but he miscues the clearance. Now a chance for Tottenham. Nielsen, Fox, Everson coming in. Everson, good chance, still Everson, and he scores. He had 3 efforts at it, but finally he scored in great fashion to give Tottenham the lead after 41 minutes.
Just what the game needed, coming right on cue. Fox providing it. Everson, well, many thought it had gone against him. He kept his nerve, kept his cool, and gave Tottenham the lead after 41 minutes. Hendry! Brilliant finish from Colin Hendry. He flew in there to equalise for Blackburn with a goal of real quality. Howes. And driven, oh, great save from Flowers. Everson thought he'd scored his second, but Flowers denied it. Well, Everson caught it fairly well. That was a super save from Tim Flowers. Edinburgh. Everson looks for the return and gets it. Still Everson. Oh, it's only just wide into the reflection. Well, Everson with a deflection, and it was only just wide. 82 minutes played. So Nielsen with the long throws. Can he provide something special to give Spurs a famous finish? Chance here! Well, Andy Simpson took it superbly, and Spurs do lead. Simpson with the goal, and Blackburn are behind again. Classy finish from Simpson. Well, again, it was Nielsen's long throw that was to prove the cutting thrust. A lot of confusion, but this was a great finish from Simpson. Took it really well, placed it, and Spurs lead 2-1 with 7 minutes to go.
Well, Andy, the goal-scoring run continues, but the difference tonight is it's 3 points for Tottenham, and you must be very pleased.
Yeah, obviously, from a personal point of view, it's nice to score again, but more importantly, you know, it brought us the 3 points that we probably deserved tonight, but we very much needed after the last sort of 3 or 4 games where we have been playing well, but we just haven't got the results.
Di Matteo is 16, Zola 25, but Zola is the one that would be my choice. The two Italians up against a 5-man wall, 4-stroke David Howes inside the first minute. Zola flicks it in, and the header across the face, the goal, a great chance, and it's in! Chelsea take the lead inside the first minute. This is Di Matteo. Still Di Matteo. Oh, what a goal from Roberto Di Matteo! It was a wonderful strike, and Chelsea lead 2-0 with a beauty. Anderson. Sinton. Good effort. Fine save from Hitchcock, because that was a quality shot from Sinton. Real fizz in it. And when you have a look at it again, you'll just see that it did spin like it was going towards that far corner, and fine save from Hitchcock. 8 to go. Fox to take the corner kick for Tottenham. Poor corner. Austin. Fox again. And oh, fine goal! Well, David Howes almost inevitably gets the first goal of the season, and well, Chelsea have got a few nervous moments. The ball coming across, and Howes with a fine header. Hitchcock's lost it across the face of the goal.
Calderwood and Austin, and now Howell's trading the passes for Spurs. And it's up there for Everson, and knocked down here for Rosenthal. Offside, doesn't count. A moment of grave disappointment for Ronnie Rosenthal. Here goes Anderton for Spurs, and he's made good ground, and his men alongside him, and he hits the shot. Cracking 1-2. Lukic wasn't sure where it was for a moment. Rosenthal hurdled over him, and in the end it's still 0-0, but the best effort of the game. Darren Anderton back in the Tottenham lineup today, nearly squeezes that one through Lukic. Now Bergkamp at the other end immediately, and Bergkamp found a way through too, and his shot is just touched wide by Walker, and we've had the two best strikes of the afternoon in the space of 60 seconds. From Anderton at the one end to Bergkamp at the other, the first glimmer of hope he's had, and Walker's fingertips to the rescue. Oh, that's a lovely ball up the middle. Here's Anderton, still Anderton. Fine tackle by Bold. Coming forward is Carr. The shot whistles in, and Lukic makes the stop. Everson back, Anderton across. Maybe a goal. Surely it's got to be scrambled in. It's held on the line. The ball has not crossed the line. Lukic falls on it, and dramatic moments here at White Hart Lane. And what relief for Arsenal. Lukic at 36 still knows how to handle himself. First he gets down to make the stop from Carr. Everson reversed it, Anderton whipped it across, and desperately as they tried to scramble the ball through, Lukic fell on it, and it's still 0-0.
David, another milestone for you today, your 250th league appearance for the club.
Yeah, it's great. I've managed to play quite a few games just recently over the last couple of years, and now I'm starting to hit these milestones. So yeah, it's a great achievement as far as I'm concerned to have played 250 games for my favourite club, and the only club I've ever played for. So yeah, really pleased.
And captain again today. It must be another milestone for you, leading out the side against Arsenal.
Yeah, I mean, as I've said before, it's always a privilege and an honour to be captain of the club, or the team anyway, and to lead them out today in front of a passionate crowd, and our fans were absolutely fantastic today and were with us all the way. Sent tingles down the back of my spine. It was really good.
Just a bit disappointing that we didn't win the game, because we probably deserved to do so.
We felt we deserved to, yeah. We've been talking in the dressing room there and going over chances at both ends, and they didn't have that many, and I think we certainly had the better of it.
Sinton. Fine challenge by Ferdinand. This is Carr for Tottenham. Everson unmarked edge of the area. It's a goal. Sheringham. What a return for him.
What a magnificent finish that is by Sheringham. A ball driven in by Carr. Sheringham was onto it like a flash. Just directs it. Completely wrong foot to Bosco. I think it surprised everyone.
Dix with a header. He's done it again. Is it any wonder he is the fans' biggest hero? Dix going in again here, and Walker has pushed the ball into his own net. Although Kitson might claim it, it looked a combination of Kitson, the goalkeeper, and a gale force wind. Everson, that's a useful ball, and Anderson with a chance to make it 2-2.
And it's in.
Tottenham are level, and West Ham's defence has been split asunder right down the middle again.
Well, we spoke about the back three. It's not been right all night. There's evidence again. Lovely little ball from Everson. That's a great finish from Anderson.
Well, they need him in every part of the field, really, don't they? It's a very good free kick as well, and coming in is Hotspur! Everson. That's a good ball, Sheringham. Oh, that's a brilliant goal. What a superb finish that was by Howells. He just picked it out and found the corner of the net with total accuracy. And we do have another goal, and it's 3-3.
Once again, Sheringham plays a large part in this goal. Good play from Everson, but wonderful hold-up play from Sheringham. Just waits for the support from Howells.
He won't hit it softly. That's the only thing you can be sure of. A thunderous penalty by Julian Dix.
Sheringham's flick. Everson coming in. Oh, great save by Wright. Diving very bravely at the feet of Everson, who seemed favourite to score then. It was a great opportunity for Spurs, but an excellent save from the big Irishman. Chettle. Space for Saunders. Don't know if he realised how much he had, but he knew where the goal was. Beautiful, instinctive goal from Dean Saunders.
Colin Calderwood with this free kick then for Spurs, chips it into the edge of the Sunderland penalty area, flick on from Sheringham, Everson in there, and Everson again, oh, and it's in, Spurs ahead inside a minute, and Stefan Everson breaks the lean spell, his 4th goal of the season, and Tottenham off to the perfect start. It was Colin Calderwood's free kick, just chipped in, good work by Sheringham to get up above the defender, and Everson, well, it was persistence in the end after the first effort came off his shin, the second effort flew beautifully into the corner. Another free kick for Tottenham here. After the foul on Dean Austin, and Colin Calderwood looks like again will take it. Plenty of options forward for the Scot. And again he hits it into the edge of the penalty area. Again Sheringham is up, and Everson in there again, and it's number 2 for Tottenham. And Everson has struck twice inside the opening 10 minutes here at Roker Park. The perfect start for Spurs and the perfect start for young Stefan Everson. Again Sheringham involved, again it was Calderwood's long free kick. Sheringham again doing very well in the air to beat the defender, and Everson showing the poacher's touch, getting in between the defenders and just lifting it past Perez. Anderton, flick on. Oh, it's a lovely touch from Everson, and a chance here for Alan Nielsen. He's on his own here, and a cool finish. And Tottenham are 3 goals to the good here. Alan Nielsen on the score sheet, set up by Stefan Everson. The Viking combination there for Tottenham. And what a well-worked goal it was. Good play initially by Darren Anderton. And it was this touch from Stefan Everson that set Nielsen away. He had all the time in the world, and he used it well. Stroked it in the end past Perez, who stood up to him but really never had a chance of stopping it. Corner then from Anderton, swings it in, header from Howells, cleared at the near post. Good play by Austin to try and keep the pressure on, and a shot comes in out of the blue from Everson, and it's in, and Everson a hat-trick, and he saves the best for last. What a strike from all of 30 yards, and Stefan Everson's first hat-trick in English football. It was Dean Austin who did well initially to win the ball, but it's a superb strike. May have got a slight deflection, but that's taking nothing away from the shot. Again, Perez grasping at air, and Stefan Everson with a hat-trick. If we look at some of the high points and the low points of the season, the high points, I would think, the 3-0 win at Middlesbrough, the 4-0 win at Sunderland.
Yes, definitely. I think they were excellent performances, and I think they're perhaps 2 of the high points of the season. As you say, I said before, we've been quite erratic at times, and I think certainly the disappointing side of the season has been the defeats at Bolton in the Cup, and also the defeat at Newcastle in the league. But yeah, that happens in football. We now got to look forward. I think we've got a squad here capable, as long as everybody is fit, of doing very, very well in the Premiership next season. And if we can add a couple of players to our squad, it'd be great to add a couple of very exciting flair players to the squad we've got at the moment. If we can do that, I think we can do very well next year.
the other important and the high points of the season perhaps was the fact, because of the injury, that so many young players did come in and make their mark.
Yes, young players got the opportunity this season where they may not have got that, if everybody had been fit, but they've come in and they've shown that they're certainly up to it, so we know we've got some good strength in depth now, and yes, I think things are looking good for next season.
Radaby. Sharp again. Deep. Away goes Everson. He's onside this time. Everson against Martin. And Everson gets there and heads it wide. And he's very, very unlucky. That would have counted. Well, this would have been some goal. Dazelle. Anderton, what a lovely trap that was. Anderton, great move this from Tottenham. Scales. Oh, and it's a great effort from Everson, but it's wide. Well, White Hart Lane is seeing some of the most constructive football that Tottenham have played this season. And just wide. Scales. Oh, and a chance, Anderton! A simple finish for Darren Anderton, and you have to say on the balance of play, Tottenham richly deserved to take the lead and break this Leeds defence after 25 minutes. Anderton scored it, and it was a beauty. Well, this was a quality goal from Tottenham, but so simple. But who picked up Darren Anderton? Nobody. Simple finish. 25 gone, and Spurs leads 1-0.
In the last 5 minutes or so, Spurs have beginning to strangle the attacks from Leicester and put a little bit more pressure on the Leicester rear guard themselves, without, it must be said, creating any clear-cut opportunities. Could be one here though, chance, he's mishit it, it's hit the post! Oh my word, how did he miss that one? It was the first real opening for Tottenham. It came in the 20th minute, but the final effort struck the post, with Kevin Poole beaten. Zell, well cut out by Marshall. Claridge, good ball to Izzet. Blue shirts streaming forward here. Here's Marshall again. Good cross. Here's Lennon. Yes! That one counts. Steve Claridge gets his 12th goal. And how well they deserve it. A sweeping move. Rosenthal trying to turn it back to Campbell. Spurs still in possession. Here's Sheringham. Pryor, not a good ball from him. The header from Dazelle, then Elliott. Here's Sol Campbell trying to bring it down. Shot from Sheringham, charged down by Watts. They're still in it, they're still there, it's 1-1. Turned in by Stefan Everson. No, Sheringham has scored it. Everson was behind him. And Teddy Sheringham pulls it out. A minute into stoppage time. Here's the first shot coming in there, blocked by Watts. It falls nicely here, and look at Sheringham come in. Heads it coolly in. It's Leicester City 1, Tottenham Hotspur 1. Oh, and there'll be a few broken hearts there.
Just 9 minutes when they failed to clear this throw-in. John Scales had 2 attempts, but a volley from Rams skipper Robin van der Laan eluded Ian Walker. Just 12 minutes later, Derby turned defence into attack. A good run and decisive pass from Chris Powell, putting in Paul Trollope to make it 2-0. After 21 minutes, Tottenham were back in it when Ronnie Rosenthal, on for the concussed Andy Sinton, shot decisively past Martin Taylor. Four minutes after half-time, and it was all square, with Jason Dezelle also opening his account. Sol Campbell crossed from the left, Stephen Carr knocked it back in, and Jason did what Stefan Iversen couldn't. After 67 minutes, Derby were back in the driving seat. Dean Sturridge was fortunate to see his shot take a wicked deflection, which left Ian Walker, who had the original shot covered, wrong-footed. A minute later, and Derby went further ahead. A corner from the right saw Ashley Ward force the ball over the line from 2 yards out. Sinton. Good looking, crossing it. From the offside flag, rules it out. Nielsen with the throw. Looking for Scales, didn't find him though. Here he comes again, Nielsen. In there. The header coming in from Jason Dezelle. But very nearly produced a goal. Throw-in specialist, this time uses Austin. Looking for Sheringham's header! Oh, off the top of the bar. It was a brilliant header from Sheringham. Sinton's corner is met by Dezelle! Beautiful glancing header by Jason Dezelle. And Spurs get the breakthrough with 9 minutes remaining. It's Jason Dezelle's second goal of the season. Second in consecutive games.
In this rearranged fixture, Tottenham went behind to a Peter Atherton thunderbolt. John Scales challenged Andy Booth, and as the ball broke loose, Atherton's right foot did the rest. Spurs drew level before half-time. A long ball into the Wednesday area found Teddy Sheringham. John Scales dummied the defence, and Alan Nielsen slid home his 6th goal of the season. Just as the game looked to be heading for a draw, Mark Pembridge stole possession on the halfway line. Carboni took it up and found Andy Booth, who rounded the committed Ian Walker to give Wednesday the points.
Stewart. Counter-attack from Everton. Going with a real buzz now. That's a fine ball through. Duncan Ferguson. Oh, and he really should have scored. Walker denies the Scotsman. A period for Tottenham, this. Nielsen. Doesn't look too pleasant. Sheringham coming off. And a stretcher being called. Being helped away, really dazed by the situation. Gary Willard, our referee from West Sussex, showing his concern as well. Clearance. Another player down. This Carr is the Tottenham player injured. It's just all going wrong on an injury front for Jerry Francis. Just getting caught there. Let's have a look at it again and see what happened. And well, there was no one near him, and that's just pure bad luck. And in a season that's been dominated by off-the-field injuries and basic bad luck, Stephen Carr joins the list of unlucky injuries. Dreadful scene. Complete accident. Free kick. There's 9 total in the wall.
Sheringham is the man, off the line, and Southall saves again. Everton survive, or do they? Calderwood, yes they do now. The closest Tottenham have come, and Sheringham must have thought, well, I've scored here. But it's the value of having the defender on the line there. And eventually Southall, and he catches it comfortably. A blistering drive from England teammate Gareth Southgate had to be turned away. Nicely done. Tottenham took the lead 9 minutes into the second half. Teddy Sheringham, the supplier, Ramon Vega, the executioner, for his first goal for the club. The slender lead lasted for 30 minutes, and when Milosevic eventually found Steve Staunton, his shot was too hot to handle. Walker got a hand to it, but Dwight York pounced to make the final score 1-1. Now, Paul, you were sub early on in the season against Everton, and against also you got into the action as a starter at Villa Park. That must have been a big occasion for you.
Yeah, it was nerve-wracking. I didn't expect to play, and so I thought like Neil would have played instead, but then I was just put in the starting lineup first time, so I was just excited.
And when did you find out that you were starting?
An hour before kick-off. He didn't say anything all, like when we travelled up on the Friday, and then on Saturday I went into the team, and he just put me in it.
And what would be your assessment of your performance?
So, the first half we were just defending the whole time, so it was hard, like to even get a touch of the ball, but like I just felt trying to get used to the pace, because it was such a difference in pace. It was very fast.
And presumably, Neil, from your point of view, it's nice to get back into first team action, having made your debut against Manchester United earlier this season, and you came on as a sub against Villa.
Yeah, I came on against Villa, Sheffield Wednesday and Everton last 10 minutes. Oh, Everton I come on at half time. But yeah, we was chasing the game in all of them. You know, we've been down in all the games or level, so it'd be nice to come on when we're winning.
Takes it, it'll flick on. Sinton. Now there's a chance here for Spurs. Oh, and it's headed in, but well saved by Roberts. Headed into the penalty area there by Teddy Sheringham. Another scramble and the ball falls Middlesbrough's way again. Oh, and here it is, and it's headed in. Oh, off the line. No, it's still saved, and it's an amazing scene. The big question, was that handball? And calm down, says Paul Durkin. Oh, and a chance here at the far post, and a great save, and it's in. Well, the ball ends up in the back of the net, and that could be a very expensive goal. Spurs build themselves now. Howells. Campbell. Useful cross and the flick on by Anderton. What a splendid goal by Darren Anderton. 5 minutes gone. Tottenham take the lead. That wasn't in the script. Lovely ball to Collymore. Liverpool are level. 15 minutes gone. Berger and Collymore do the trick. Gazelle. Picked up by Bjornaby. Now, can Berger get there? Yes, he can! Liverpool go in front. 2 minutes before half-time. Hat-trick Berger.
At half-time, Fox came on for Howells and Espen Baardsen made his debut for Spurs.
He goes long for Collymore. And the goalkeeper dealt with his first test very impressively. Good, confident, firm, two-fisted punch clear. Anderton under pressure from Thomas, he's done well. Collymore, can this be another for Liverpool? Good save by Baardsen. again drifting out to the left. Redknapp, shooting chance here. Another fine save from Bardson. And he'll be wishing his clubmate well, but maybe a bit concerned that he's doing so well. Here's Scales. Sheringham's layoff sloppy, and on it goes here to Collymore. It's a situation he loves. But Bardson equal to him again.
Exciting, and the support was really good from the fans, so appreciate that.
Now, you were quite busy as well because you had to make a few saves second half.
Yeah, I went pleased with how I did, and hopefully continue that on to Sunday.
Here comes the corner to the near post. This is Whelan. McAllister. Oh, and a chance here, and it's there! Dion Dublin with the easiest of flicks sends the Coventry City supporters into delight. It was almost in slow motion, but Dion Dublin's goal gives Coventry the lead here. Oh, and flicked in! Would you believe it? Paul Williams. It was a flick volley, unmarked from the corner, and Coventry go 2 in front with 7 minutes to half-time. So Sheringham will fancy taking this. There's plenty of room in the top left-hand corner. And there's 4 in the wall. Sheringham curls it in off the post and in at the second attempt. And McVeigh gets the goal. Paul McVeigh gets his first goal for Tottenham.
It's been an interesting season. Fortunately, from our point of view, we haven't really been involved in any of the major situations, but so hopefully we can resolve that next year.
Now, looking at from a personal point of view, you say you're training throughout the summer. What sort of things are you going to be doing?
I'll probably be training a lot on my fitness, of course, and building up the leg again. I lost a lot of muscle wastage in my left leg because of the breakage and all the operations that I had. I've got to build all the muscles back up. First of all, that's my main objection to start with, and then after that, build up my own physical fitness. Okay, that will be done in a gym, working on the treadmills, working on the bike, working on the step machines. That will be done throughout the summer, and then come back pre-season training, then hopefully get my match fitness back, and then get my place in the side back.
In spite of the fact that Norwich are league champions, the Spurs youngsters dominated this match, as they had done in the goalless draw at Carrow Road. After 16 minutes, it looked as if the breakthrough they deserved had arrived, but James Dormer's shot was just off target. Almost immediately, however, we did get in front, Wayne Vaughan scoring the elusive opener. He also scored in the 2-0 semi-final win over West Ham. The game was sewn up early in the second half. Spurs' total domination was rewarded when Mark Gower finished a typical Spurs move with the coolness of Teddy Sheringham. All that was left was for skipper Darren Davies to collect the trophy and the rest their winners' medals, which they richly deserved. They may be young stars of the future, but they celebrate just like the old seasoned professionals do after victory at Wembley.
The development of our stadium goes on. Following on from the new south stand, the closed season will see work begin at the north end of the ground. The new structure will be similar to that on the south stand, with seatings on 2 tiers for approximately 10,200 supporters, which will increase the overall capacity from 33,000 spectators to 36,500. It will incorporate 15 executive boxes, bars and catering outlets on both levels, an extensive lounge area and a corporate restaurant. There will also be a second Jumbotron screen to provide matchday pictures to all parts of the ground.
I came here, to win things, and I came here on the basis of a handshake with Alan Sugar, and we didn't have any contracts involved. Then the league brought in a regulation that you had to have contracts signed and registered with the league, so that became a necessary situation. And Alan offered me a 4-year contract last year, but I said no, fine, I'll sign a 2. And we'll see how it goes. And certainly, from my point of view, as I say, you came here to win something, and the first 2 years we've certainly improved the league position that the club's been in, probably the best 2 positions for about 9 or 10 years, and we got to a semi-final. But at the end of the day, the name of the game is winning things, and challenging for honours. And this year really has been a total write-off. Which we all know about, and for obvious reasons, and I think the supporters have been superb this year in terms of understanding the situation, and they deserve to be winning something. So next year is a very big year, and I think, as I've said before, talk's cheap, but given the chance to have a fit squad and a couple of acquisitions in the summer, I genuinely believe we've got a great opportunity of challenging and winning things, which is what it's all about. And if that doesn't happen for any reason, then me personally as an individual, you have to look at your own situation, and it's got nothing to do with like Alan there or anybody else. It's your own personal beliefs of what you want to achieve.
You've always said you don't want to be an old man still in football management. You've got, as you say, another year left. Would you look at the situation at the end of that year if next season turned out the same as this one?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's really about just, your contracts there. I've always honoured contracts. I think it's important, and I'm going to try the best of my ability to bring some silverware to Tottenham, to win something for Tottenham, for me, for the players, because that's the name of the game. I mean, there are many teams that start off every year with the same belief, and there are a number of teams that have spent absolute fortunes and it still hasn't happened. So it's not easy, but nevertheless, for the first time, I think we have got a squad in terms of strength in depth that's got a realistic chance, and but you've got to have a bit of fortune with injuries. It's a vital element, obviously. I mean, we've had 12s, and in this case on Sunday, maybe 14 players out. I mean, that's a team and a bit, and it's certainly going to affect you. And if we hadn't had such a strong squad, and if we hadn't have had some good kids to bring in, I think we could have been in serious trouble this year. And so it's I think we owe a lot to the support and the understanding of the team and the crowd that's got behind the young kids and that, and obviously to the whole squad and as many players that I've used this year for keeping ourselves in a relatively fair position.